This podcast is supported by MIDI Health. Are you in midlife, feeling dismissed, unheard, or just plain tired of the old healthcare system? You're not alone. In fact, even today, 75% of women seeking care for menopause and perimenopause issues are left entirely untreated. But it's time for a change. It's time for MIDI. MIDI's not just a healthcare provider. It's a women's telehealth clinic founded and supported by world-class leaders in women's health. Their clinicians provide one-on-one, face-to-face consultations where they truly listen to your unique needs. They offer a full range of holistic, data-driven solutions that isn't one-size-fits-all care. This is care uniquely tailored for you. At MIDI, you will find that their mission is clear: to help all women thrive in midlife, giving them access to the healthcare they deserve. Because they believe midlife isn't the middle at all. It is the beginning of your second act. Ready to feel your best and write your second act script? Visit joinmidi.com today to book your personalized, insurance-covered virtual visit. That's joinmidi.com. MIDI, the care women deserve.
This week, the girls return for part 2 of the Raida Queen Talent Show. On the runway, the category is Shake, Shake, Shake. Later on the main stage, Jane Don't and Athena Dion were in the top 2 and forced to face off in a lip-sync battle for the win. Meanwhile, Sierra Mist and Mikey Meeks were in the bottom 2 and forced to face off in a lip-sync battle for their lives. In the end, Athena Dion walked away with the win, while Sierra Mist was asked to sashay away. It's RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 18, Episode 6, and this is the big takeaway. Welcome to the big takeaway for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 6, titled Raida Queen Talent Show Part 2. My name's Joe Batanz, and I'm joined, as always, she's from Bloody Podcast. She's the goddess of glitz, glamour, goth, gossip, and gore herself. She's the one, the only, Miss Laurian K. Roggenkamp. Hello, Laurian.
I always forget, are you putting these videos out? Because, I look like crap.
I was. We can talk about that, but first, how are you doing?
Yeah. If you could put something over my face and body.
You know they have this feature on Riverside.
Yeah.
But it costs like tokens or something. I don't really understand how this part works. But they can take the video and put these AI characters over your video.
Oh, I'd take that.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe I'll try it for the video this time, see if it works. Might as well try something.
Yeah. I'm doing good. Tired, exhausted.
Tell me about it. Of course, my tired and exhausted today. I watched live at 11 a.m. here in the United States the opening ceremony for the Winter Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I watched it, I love the opening ceremony, huh?
Where's it at?
In Italy, in Milan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they do their big opening. But here's the deal, and I don't think I've watched. What I will say is, when you watch it live, you get the uncut opening ceremony, and I think when they repackage it for prime time, it's not uncut. It's cut. They edit it.
Yeah.
Like the boring stuff out. Because I will say, so they had the parade of the countries. Okay, which that takes forever. It takes an hour.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
And then they're and right after that, we're going to light the... Girl, it took 90 minutes to actually light the torch. It was more fucking just bullshit. Just more dances and performances. And I was like...
Of course.
Can we get on with it? It's almost time for the next Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not excited for the Olympics to be in LA.
Oh, you're not? Why not?
Because, crime goes up.
It does?
When the Olympics are in a city, crime goes up. Our traffic is going to be slammed. It's not going to be good. We already get too many people here, so we don't need tourist attractions.
The last time, actually, what's funny, I don't know if this will be the case this year, but or our Olympics, but the actual 1984 Los Angeles Olympics are seen as the textbook Olympics, actually. And it's one of the few, maybe only Olympics that actually made a profit. And here's how big the profit was. If I'm not mistaken, we're still getting profits from the 84 Olympics now. That's how successful it was.
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, look at who we have in charge of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not expecting, if I get it out of it without my car getting broken into, I'll be happy. So
I mean, I don't know where this data that, because first of all, you're tired. So this makes me think that it lends itself to being you more negative Nancy than usual.
No, I genuinely don't care for the Olympics, but yeah, I don't think it's good to, I think we need to stop doing it. It's basically just like a laundry scheme for rich people and corrupt political figures. So, money laundering scheme. So.
Anyway, welcome to the big takeaway for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 6. I'm glad you joined us. A lot of people tell us they come to Afterthought Media and RuPaul's Drag Race to get away from the ugliness, the dirt of the world. And so welcome one and welcome all. But Lauri, you're here. I got to tell you guys something. So the people, those of you on the public feed, you may have noticed that on Wednesday, we dropped the recap from last week. And that was an intentional thing that I did. Even though I had sworn not to release another episode, I figured in solidarity with I don't know, remember there was that thing last Friday where nobody was about, use commerce or whatever?
Yeah, nobody bought anything.
Yeah, so I didn't know how to take part in it. I knew there were some people who were doing this and that. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to drop the recap episode very quietly on the public feed with no commercials. You'll also notice there's no commercials on that episode. I'm not going to make any money from it. I'm just going to drop it on the public feed. And that's I don't know. I know look, I understand that that's what you did. You dropped a recap show on the public feed. But that's what I did. That's what I did. That was my little contribution. So if you want, either you can there's one or two choices. You can support us over on Patreon. Or you can make sure that there's every week some sort of horrible thing happens where I feel guilty and I release the recap show on the public feed every week.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just start some sort of protest every Friday. Yeah. And then Joe will start releasing episodes.
So anyway, patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. Go to the app, go to the website, sign up, support queer media. I'll be honest with you, Laura, I'm feeling a little down.
Why?
Well, we got a big boost in numbers.
Great.
At the beginning of the month. Oh. And then for this month, literally everybody left. So all the new people we got, they left.
Well,
and I thought we were firing on all cylinders.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Lauri's in an evil mood today.
I'm not in an evil mood. I'm just being realistic. I don't think we've ever fired on all cylinders.
I thought so. If you were at the highest tier, you literally got a good show in your feed every week, every day of the week.
Yeah. Well,
and if you didn't, it was Lauri's fault.
Also, last month we were riding high on Christmas money. This month people have to go back to spending their own money on stuff. So
who knows what it is. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to ask Lauri our big questions. We're dying to know. I have a feeling Lauri's not going to have the most positive view of anything that happened on this episode. But we'll find out. We'll be back right after this.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Every sip of Coca-Cola brings you closer to the excitement of the FIFA World Cup 26. Because nothing compares to the joy. So grab a Coke and drink in the FIFA World Cup 26. No purchase necessary. 13 plus in 50 U.S. states and D.C. with a web-enabled device. Ends March 1st with 8 entry periods. Rules at CokeURL.com/soccer rules.
And we are back. All right, so Lauri, you, at the top of the show, that's the first thing that people ever hear. We talk about what happened, but to be really short about it, Athena Dion was in the top 2 with Jane Don't. Athena Dion does the lip sync, she wins. In the bottom 2, Mikey Meeks and Sierra Mist, they have a lip sync, and Mikey wins. Sierra Mist goes home. Let's take it piece by piece here. Were the right 2 queens in the top, and did the right queen win?
No. No and no.
Okay. Who should have been in the top and who should have won?
I think Mikey Meeks should have been in the top.
Okay.
I really liked his performance.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Now, do I think he should have won? I don't know. I think that anybody that went against Jane Don't, I think unless they completely crap the bed on the lip sync, I think was going to win. Because I think the producers didn't want to give her too many wins under her belt. So, I mean, and to be honest with you, I don't even think Jane Don't was that great. So, yeah, I mean, I think, I'll say it. I think Mikey Meeks should have won.
And, this whole Raida Queen is just all over the place now with their little alliances and whatnot. So that's why she was in the bottom. Now let's go over to the next question. So obviously you don't think the right 2 people were in the bottom, and did the right queen go home?
No. I think, as we saw I talked about last episode, I think Vita Von Teese Star should have been in the bottom. Mm-hmm. And this episode, I think Kenya Pleaser, it was tough. It was between Kenya Pleaser and Discord. Mm-hmm. But Discord knew the words to her own song, and Kenya did not. Yeah, I think Kenya should have gone home. I mean, look, if they had been in a lip sync together, I think Discord would have gone home, but I'm just saying who I think should have gone home, and I think it's Kenya. So
yeah, very curious to see how the voting goes next week. But then you would still have to, this Nene Coco's good at math, but again, they wouldn't show this. I'm wondering how the math works out, if the math is mathing. I'm wondering if we can get a whole breakdown. What happens is, so generally, Lauri, when they've shown the quote unquote book before, is we don't see every page, right, of the votes. They do. They'll flash some pages to us. So what it takes is like these people on Reddit who will then take what we saw on screen, what they say on the show, and then what we saw in the book, put it together and figure out how everyone voted. Okay.
Okay.
And so, and then from that, someone can go in and see if the math actually mathed on who should have been in the bottom 2. I'm sure, here's the deal. Well, here's the thing, though. If it would have been Discord and Sierra, Discord probably would have gone home, even though Sierra's lip sync was bad.
Sierra's not good. I mean, the most attention she's had all season has been her trying to find somebody that she could beat in the lip sync. Like, that's the most we've heard from her.
That's not a winner energy, to be honest with you.
No.
A winner energy would be like, I'll go up against whoever, you know?
Yeah. No, a winner, you knew that she didn't think highly of herself when she's like, I really think I can beat Discord, which is like, yeah, I think I could beat Discord in a lip sync.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
So, and it's one of these things where I think, okay, so at the beginning of the season, Nathan and I do our Meet the Queens episode. And I don't know how we voted or anything. I don't know how we're doing on our track record and whatnot and what we predicted. But what I will say is Sierra Mist had the run. And I mean her runway, her performances, how she lip synced. Everything that she's shown us so far is how I believed Darlene Mitchell would perform. We haven't seen a lot of Darlene Mitchell, but Sierra Mist was giving me what I predicted from Darlene Mitchell.
Yeah. I think Darlene Mitchell is just a notch above Sierra Mist.
Yeah. But, there's a lot of people who are thirsty for her as a boy. So they're all like, oh,
really?
Oh, yeah. We're like, we love Darlene. She's great. She's America's sweetheart. And I'm like, we haven't seen much of her.
No.
Okay. So you gave us your opinion on the bottom. So you think Mikey Meeks, well, of course, Mikey Meeks won that lip sync. I mean, it was not even a contest. Mikey Meeks, basically, she did what we said. She gave the minimum. She was fine.
Yeah, she twirled.
Yeah, she twirled and she knew the words and gave the basic rendition of a lip sync of that song. And I literally thought that Sierra Mist was doing like an impersonation of Carol Burnett in her 90s. How she would do that
dancing,
song.
Pointing and dancing. I gotta tell you, though, I think the reason why Kenya is still on is that her confessionals are good. Because her talking about Sierra Mist pointing and doing like hand movement was pretty funny. So, I think that's maybe a reason why the producers want to keep her on.
Well, honestly, too, it's like one of these things where maybe they are being honest with these numbers. Maybe they are being honest with the voting. If the judges had their way, it would have been Kenya in the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just her outfit alone. She had no backdrop, nothing. She came out with basically a double XL version of Juicy's outfit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like, I mean, honestly, I was like, did you just borrow that from Juicy and put, stretch out the seams? Like, what happened? And she didn't know the lyrics. Then she did that.
And they warned her.
Yeah. And also, this is what I love. I'm going to go off on a little tangent.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I love is Michelle says, I'm looking at you, Kenya. And she's like, what am I supposed to... And Kenya goes, what am I supposed to do with that? I'm like, memorize your lines.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do with that. And then they bring it... The ladies in the workroom bring it up again and they go, yeah, Michelle told you to know your lines. What do you think that means? It means know your lines.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Like, what do you guys...
Yeah, because at a certain point,
riddle?
she's like, well, she's telling me this right before I go on stage. And now, if I don't know my lines, and I'm like, well, was knowing your lines optional before? Like,
you should know your lines. You wrote the goddamn song. You performed it.
So was her plan the whole time not to know the lines?
Yes. I honestly believe she thinks, because I think she sort of admitted it, but kind of corrected herself in the confessional where she was saying, like, I just thought my performance would get me through. So I think she thinks that she doesn't have to memorize the lines. She just has to, sort of memorize the lines and then do her performance.
Yeah.
So, which, to be honest with you, was not great. Her performance, I mean, she had that thing where she was going to do like the flag twirling and she didn't really do anything. She just kind of like twirled. I mean, it was like basic level stuff. I thought, oh, okay, we're going to see some talent. No, nothing.
I think that this Latrice Royale, or I call Kenya Latrine Royale because she was born in a toilet, but Latrice Royale.
She was born in a toilet?
Don't you watch the show?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I think it was last week or the week before. Kenya said in the workroom on Elimination Day that she was born in a toilet.
Oh, her mom didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I totally spaced on that.
So anyway, Latrice Royale, I think does like flags and shit like that, right? And I'm like, what is it with the fat girls and the flags? Is it a way for like fat people to look like athletic?
Yeah.
Like I have this thing
or skilled
for very girly girl fat girls, right? A lot of my girly girl fat girls, you'll always see them on Facebook. Their version of a thirst trap or something is showing off their shoes. You know?
Yeah.
And I think
or their boobs.
Yeah, and it's like because the feet and the foot and the shoe, it's not your body, so it can kind of look sexy and whatnot. So they're always showing off their shoes and stuff like that. And so that's like a fat girl thing, you know? I'm not even saying it's a fat girl thing. I'll say it's a thing for people who think they're fat. The person might not be fat, you know, but they think they're fat, so they show off their shoes.
Yeah, person first language.
Yeah. So I think it's a fat girl thing to do the flags and to do that stupid high kick.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do the high kick. You don't have to get on the ground. Let me see if I can do the high kick.
Fat girls, I think fat people in general don't like to be on the ground.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like they show off that, look, I'm on the ground, right? I'm gonna see if I can do that fat person high kick.
Oh, you're gonna injure yourself.
I'm only gonna injure myself because there's like the microphones for Sunday right here on the floor.
Oh my God.
I did it.
That was pretty high. You look constipated when you were doing
Well, look, I had to really concentrate, make sure my foot went as high as possible.
It was good. I was shocked at how high it went.
Look,
I totally thought after that you were going to go, ow.
No, do you think you could do it or you don't want to try?
God, I could try it, but I don't think I could do it,
Okay.
but we'll
Let's
see.
see.
All right, let me get it out of the way.
We should.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not wearing pants.
All the better. Okay, that's fine. Next time.
Is this going to be on air? I mean, is this video going to be on air?
No, I'm not going to show a video of it.
All right.
I'll just play by play it. She doesn't know what I'm saying. By the way, she's totally wearing super long underwear shorts. Like it looks like she's wearing shorts. I love that her Crocs are matching her. Oh, she's even she's taking her shoes off and everything. It's like a whole thing that she's doing. Okay, she's doing that. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, she shouldn't be embarrassed about that. I think we could both do very well on RuPaul's Drag Race on the talent show. So let me tell her well she did. Yeah. Hey, I was very impressed by how high you kicked.
I don't think I kicked as high as you did.
No, I think you kicked about as high as I did.
Really?
Yeah, well, I didn't do it at the side. Here, hold on. Now I got to do it from the side.
Okay.
But I can still wear my headphones. Basically, I know how high you went. No, that's about the same.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
we're very athletic fat people.
We should just... And that was Fat Camp. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Laur, what's your big takeaway from this episode?
Week 1 was better.
Oh, yeah, week 1 was better.
I gotta be honest, I was disappointed in almost every single queen.
Yeah.
Athena's, it was just very, I felt like this was the first act of her show that you would go see. I didn't feel like it was anything that she was showcasing or,
There are these two gays that make content. They make funny content, some of it about RuPaul's Drag Race. And different people have sent me this video that they made of, you know what, let me see if I can find it. And I'll play it on the air because it's not a visual thing per se. And the reason I bring that up is because it literally was it was a parody, the parody that they made on Instagram or wherever they made that was literally what they do. What she did. It was giving exactly what she did. Let me see if it was my friend Melanie.
Well, so the thing that frustrated me is in the middle, she did some Greek, traditional Greek dancing. I would have been I would have loved to seen that. Yeah. Go. And she said she did competitive Greek dancing. It's well, then showcase that. You were just essentially I don't know. It just seemed it didn't seem made for the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It seemed it's something that she picked from her act that she felt she could do. And I don't know. I didn't
I know
that.
who sent it to me. Okay, I found it.
But it was very polished. So, you can't fault her for that. Kenya was a disappointment. Every episode I think, oh, this is where Kenya's going to shine. Disappoints every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kenya. And what's funny is Kenya promises like the world too. She's like,
but that's why.
This is the one where it happens. This is it.
And you believe the hype.
You totally
You're
believe
like,
it.
okay, all right. Even like next episode, I think is an acting challenge. She's probably gonna be like, this is it, and it's like, no, I don't think it is.
Okay, wait. I have the audio that I was talking about. Okay, here we go. Let me play it right here. It was on TikTok. My friend Jessica sent it to me. Here we go.
Stomping in designer pumps. Everyone's thinking she serves
Life was hard in a small town. Come on, Mama Ru, I'm gonna snatch the crown.
Slay, slay, slay. Slay, Shantae. Slay, slay, slay. Yeah, I'm gay.
Serving face, serving serving lunch. Give me that crown.
Random verse where somebody sings good.
Vote. You better vote, bitch. I don't want it if it's not 8 inches.
This is the verse where everyone raps really fast, and guess what? I'm rapping really fast, and everyone's gonna see like, oh my god, you rap so fast.
Mary had a little lamb. Smack that bitch. Take her crown.
I almost killed myself. Give me that crown. I had a really tough time at home. Give me that crown. I was kicked out of my house at 13. Give me that crown.
Life was hard where I came from. Fart, piss, shit, and cum.
I'm from the north. That was hard. I'm from the south. That was hard. I'm from the west. That was hard. I'm from New York. Hey, fuck you.
Was that really much different from Athena's?
That's pretty good. No, I think that was pretty good. That was good. Yeah. No, that was basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so the person I was most disappointed in was Jane. So Jane's was funny. Don't get me wrong. Like hers was funny, but it was a lip sync of a song.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Be creative.
Well,
come out with something, that you can do for the stage. I don't know. Am I being too demanding?
No. My silence. I just realized right now I'm doing recap tomorrow. Why am I going into my thoughts on each individual one? So I'm stopping.
Well,
you're not. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's why I'm being silent now. I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'm not gonna have anything to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So that was disappointing. And then Mikey Meeks, I gotta be honest. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with the judges that I wish it would have gone farther. But I thought his was the most unique. It was funny. It was compelling. You were watching it. I thought that I genuinely thought I was shocked that people didn't vote for him for the best.
Because I think here's what I think happened. Is I think everybody had their friends that they were going to put in a high position, and it was it wasn't a set order. It was like, okay, 2 or 3 people I'm going to put really high because they're my friends, and then the other ones I'm going to be fair about it. And so I think Mikey Meeks lost out because she didn't really have an alliance with anybody or didn't need. So everyone was trying to save Discord and Athena. And so Athena landed up being in the top 2 and Discord ended up getting saved,
Yeah. Well, so Discord, honestly, she escaped to me by a hair by being the worst, not being the worst. Because if Kenya had known her lines, Discord would have been the worst. Because I just didn't get why she lip synced and played music over a track.
But she didn't even play them. So I'm like,
she didn't play she wasn't playing the drum.
Yeah.
Like the drums were already being played.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you running to these different instruments and quote unquote playing them if it's not really the instrument that's coming out?
It was very strange.
It was a stupid, and then she was yes, it was so dumb. The song was terrible. And then she was like rolling around, which don't get me wrong.
Well,
I love rolling around.
See, I'm trying to give my opinion.
I love doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love doing a rolly chair. I love it. But when you're on stage, like stand up, give some performance. I don't know. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. I thought this is the most useless thing. Honestly, it was the opposite of what I disliked about Darlene's, which was she wasn't using any of the tools on her stage. And with Discord, I was like, don't use any of the tools on your stage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So,
well, I think she needed to. She had a half-baked idea, like the premise of being meta and not having like a drag race track. You know, okay, different. But then she never went anywhere for all she said was this wasn't your typical drag race track or something.
Yeah,
wait, I'm giving my
end where
thoughts.
she's like,
I'm doing recap right now. I better get out of here before
It's not
I'm gonna get
it's
out.
not my fault.
Let's-
Well, can I say?
Yeah,
can
go
I
ahead.
say one more thing?
Yeah.
I don't want you to comment on it.
I'm not going to comment.
So, I feel like the way Juicy and Mia treat each other is how Athena and Juicy should be treating each other. And the way Mia acts towards Athena is the way Juicy should be acting towards Athena. Like, I feel like it would, to me, I thought it was crazy. You know, Juicy's like guffawing over Mia and being, oh, I was in your line, I can't believe I won, and which, you know, fine, great, good, nice compliments. But it's like anytime she talks to Athena, she's always just sort of very like, yeah, okay, you know. She doesn't say anything.
Well, because I think she sees Mia as like an older sister, and I think she sees Athena as genuinely like her grandmother.
Oh, okay.
I think the thing is,
yeah, so
look,
anyways.
because this might not come up in recap. I think the thing is that I think from what I'm seeing is, okay, I don't want to say who this is, right? I don't want to say who this is, but there's a comic that you and I both know, okay?
Okay.
And I'll tell you off the air who it is. Maybe you'll figure it out. But he's fairly successful. He's working. He works, okay?
Okay.
And he works, but, and I think even he would admit this, he's not the funniest guy, right? But he's a really hard worker. And he puts a lot of effort into it. And because he's really responsible, because he's a hard worker, because he's easy to work with, because he's a friendly guy, I think he has a career because of it.
I know who you're talking
Right?
about.
And
Yeah.
and I think that's Athena Love Dion. I think she's very competent. I think she's very responsible. She knows how to put on a show. She puts on a good show. She knows how to hire good people and find good talent, you know? And that's, you know who would be a famous person? You know who would be a famous person that's kind of like that? Chelsea Handler. I feel.
Oh, see, I find Chelsea Handler funny.
Well, Athena,
Do you think she's easy to work?
no, I don't think she's easy to work with. But I think, Chelsea lately, when she had that show, she wasn't the funny one.
Well, she got that show because she was like sleeping with the
Yeah,
executive
that's what I'm
producer
saying. And then
of the
she used to do
network
this
or
really
something.
very clever thing. Is then she took Chelsea lately and those comics on tour and she hosted. So she just had to do like 5 up front. And then she did the interstitials between and had the other people do all the heavy lifting and, made boatloads of money.
Yeah.
And so I kind of think that's Athena. She's sleeping with the head of E.
She's. I did think it was weird that in the workroom when they asked Athena what her other talent was, Juicy said she can suck a guy off without ruining her lipstick. Yeah. And I was just like, that's your go-to? Like, what?
Yeah.
That's your grandmother.
I know. I thought you said worse about your grandma.
Drag. No.
The jokes you've told me about your Aunt Julie and your dad make me blush.
Okay. I've never said anything. Stop it. We've had this conversation. We're not bringing that up. I've never said anything about my dad or my Aunt Julie. You're the one who keeps saying it. So, no, I'm not doing that.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Big Takeaway. Be sure to join us next week and every week as Lauri and I continue to give our first response, our gut punches, our instant reactions to first reactions, gut punch. No, not gut punches, gut takes. And I don't know. First impressions. I don't know what it is, right? To each brand new episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. So for Lauri and Kay Roggenkamp and myself,
I'm not gonna write another drag song.
This podcast is supported by MIDI Health. Are you in midlife, feeling dismissed, unheard, or just plain tired of the old healthcare system? You're not alone. In fact, even today, 75% of women seeking care for menopause and perimenopause issues are left entirely untreated. But it's time for a change. It's time for MIDI. MIDI's not just a healthcare provider. It's a women's telehealth clinic founded and supported by world-class leaders in women's health. Their clinicians provide one-on-one, face-to-face consultations where they truly listen to your unique needs. They offer a full range of holistic, data-driven solutions that isn't one-size-fits-all care. This is care uniquely tailored for you. At MIDI, you will find that their mission is clear: to help all women thrive in midlife, giving them access to the healthcare they deserve. Because they believe midlife isn't the middle at all. It is the beginning of your second act. Ready to feel your best and write your second act script? Visit joinmidi.com today to book your personalized, insurance-covered virtual visit. That's joinmidi.com. MIDI, the care women deserve.